Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's so on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Come in the Wolves after dark. Timberwolves lose to the Nuggets, 123 to 112. In the beginning, it was terrible, and then it became very fun. But that third and fourth quarter just kind of killed us. Didn't have enough intensity back to back, so it's hard. But and the Nuggets are a good team too. I mean, it's not just that it's a back to back. The Nuggets are a good team. So if you're new here, or if you're not new here, make sure you like the stream. As always, if we do 50 likes, we will do a giveaway for a horse-sized duck t-shirt. Or I guess anything from the merch store, which, speaking of which, there is a new Nas Reed shirt in the store because Nas Reed is back, at least a little bit. He was a lot better tonight. But no, Timberwolves lose. Subscribe. We're 8 subscribers away from being at 2,600 subscribers on YouTube. If you're joining us on Twitter, feel free to stay, but also feel free to join in the YouTube chat. I don't know what's going on. Twitter right now says that 300 people are watching. If you're here, please join us on YouTube. I would appreciate it. But let's get chat up on the screen. Let's start talking about this game and how we feel. Timberwolves fall to 8-4. Not a great game for Ant. Honestly, like the only game that I really remember enjoying was Nas Reed's. Ant was pretty bad, only 18 points. Just didn't look right tonight either. Crazy. But yeah. I see somebody on Twitter. We got a lot of people. There's so many people on Twitter. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate you all tuning in, but please do me a favor and join the YouTube. Even if you're going to watch there, please subscribe. It helps us a ton. Jokic was 19, 10, and 9. He did well. It's kind of weird. So I don't actually know that that's true. Actually, I don't know if any of these are true because the stats were down for this game. So I could be wrong. Because as they were mentioning on the broadcast, everything's messed up. Oh my goodness. Crone with the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you. HSD Crone. HSD Crone. I love it. Yeah, okay. I think it was the stats are down. So I don't actually know that we're gonna have accurate stats. Do I have to go? Let me see if NBA is any better. No, the NBA says it's still in the third quarter. When I was doing some Kalshi betting for the first time ever, and that was the same situation. It said 80 to 78 forever. So something's weird, but you didn't even watch this, little bro. Who is this? Are these Denver fans? Who is here right now? This is crazy. This was low key a schedule loss. To a degree, yes. I mean, playing a back to back, they are both home games though, so this isn't like really that bad. But yeah. ESPN has it. Oh, thank you. I understand. Yeah, so I use the Real app, as you guys know. That wasn't working. I will pull that up there. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Put Behringer in the rotation. I don't know about tonight. Tonight he would have been bullied around too much because all of their bigs are strong enough to really, I mean, anybody's strong enough. So it's pretty crazy. But what is going on Twitter? We have 400 people watching on Twitter. Somebody please explain what happened. I have to see if like some Nuggets account retweeted or something. Curtis, I honestly don't know. I'm going to check here once this finally loads here. He might have actually, since I was wrong with the stats before. Do they have the stats here? Maybe ESPN.com does. The app doesn't seem to have it right now. But I would imagine he did. Could be wrong, since the stats are all wonky. Yeah, there's no stats. This is weird. It's just broken. Unless I'm just messing it up because I'm streaming. But he probably had a triple-double. But can somebody please explain why you're here right now? Who is retweeting this? Anyways, the refs had a triple double. I don't know. I think there were some really bad calls, and I do think early on, especially, it was annoying because it was like it felt like we had to get absolutely just hammered, and it felt like the other side was more normal foul calls. I do think it kind of evened out, and I think there were some missed calls on both ends, but I I don't know that I'm going to call this a ref loss. But there were some confusing moments. DNVR Sports podcast pile on, but they deserve it. They've had to wait over a year to get a real one. They have. Oh, man. Oh, a laptop fund donation. There we go. This is not for me, everybody. This is for Ashwin, who's not here with us. Also, no live updates. I know after the third quarter it was done. So, I will say, Nuggets and Thunder are the best teams in the league. I don't know if we're the best team. They are definitely the best, one of the best teams in the league. But the besides that, it is the most fun matchup to watch these two teams play. I mean, I wasn't having fun in the fourth quarter necessarily, but like when they were going back and forth a bunch in the second and third, that was fun. And that's fun to watch. But Jokic ended with 27. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, LeBron tweeted me out, I'm sure. Well, I didn't get any notifications, so I don't know. Somebody posted, I don't even know. I'm so confused. There's really nothing. There's no reason. There's no reason. We are the Copecast tonight. Yes, we are. Oops. Almost just turned off the computer. This is bonkers, guys. It's 500 people. I don't even believe it. I've never believed the Twitter numbers, but we actually do have some people commenting. If you're actually here on Twitter, please comment. Let me know. Ashwin needs a Chromebook. Actually, so I was talking with somebody. Chromebooks, I think, does make the most sense. But anyways, yeah, sad loss, but we've won a lot in a row, so I'm not going to be too bummed. Rudy did not look great tonight. At times he was acceptable, but overall it was pretty disgusting. Guys, I don't even know how we're gonna do the tier list if we can't get stats for this game. Does Timberwolves have it? So many must. And Eric, you said this. There was that moment in the fourth that was disgusting, where it was like back and forth, and that was also regardless of what team you're rooting for. It's the worst. That was the worst basketball we've played with each other in a long time. But oh well. Wolves are not OKC or exactly Daniel Sharp. That's why I was like, Denver is fine, but the Wolves are not. We right now need a lot more work. We've had a lot of bad teams that we've gone against recently. Also, I think that's difficult to kind of adjust from. So it's not on Rudy, but I don't think he played particularly well. Also, this is just like not the greatest matchup for him. He just can't do it. On the other hand, Nas, this is a great matchup for. I think Nas, this is the only game where I get excited to see Nas play mediocre defense because it seems like it works against him. I don't know. He was never acceptable at any point in the game. I feel like there were, but I can't remember them, so I'll just give that to you. You may be right. A Trade's Future. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen this name. Maybe you changed names. Need more spacing on the court. They are always so crowded. Everyone plays perimeter. Why no offensive rebounds? Well, there was a lot of questions tonight, and I wish that I had the stats in front of me, or wish I could find stats available someplace. But the rebounding was not good tonight. And you're right. It was another game where there was just no movement. Like there was a lot of times where people are just standing at the top of the key and it's like, okay, nothing's happening. So just super frustrating in a lot of ways. Also, when Ant's just off, it really does ruin the entire flow of the game. Even if other people are playing well, it just is not good. But I bet gamble sites have it. Quite literally, I was getting updates on Robinhood, all the places. That's crazy. But see, I was on Kalshi and I didn't see anything. Maybe they do have something. I'll look up DraftKings. We'll see what happened. But yeah, I mean, this is just unfortunate because, we've had a lot of good games in a row. And, Ant just did not look good tonight. He looked really, really bad. But, it's going to happen sometimes. Oh, they don't have previous games. Shoot, whatever. They also stopped going at Jokic to get fouls on him, never stopped driving. Yeah, and it was confusing because he was kind of picking them up like willfully at times. It was really confusing. There is something about Jokic. I get it. He's fantastic. He's amazing. And he plays great against us. But he also, when he plays the Timberwolves, it's like something just goes off. Okay, there's two stories here. One, Jokic, I feel like he has some really bad mistakes against us, like the weird fouls that he was doing tonight, which I'm sure Nuggets fans don't believe that they were fouls. But either way, he was just like kind of being too aggressive at times when he was defending. And then on the other hand, he was also on the other hand, Aaron Gordon. So something happened with Aaron Gordon after he lost those dunk contests. Ever since then, he has become the best in-game dunker and completely reinvented himself as not only a dunker, but an amazing dunker, but just an all-around great player. So there's two things that happen. Also, Tim Hardaway, I don't have his stats, but he probably had 40 points against us. Seemingly always does. Seemingly always does. Super frustrating. But, they might be updating some stats. I don't think this is still accurate. It says that Jokic played 38 minutes and got a triple-double, but it's 19, 11, and 10. I don't think that's accurate, but I could be wrong. If Ant scores 30, we win this game. Honestly, though, if Ant scores 30, he's engaged in the game, and he just wasn't engaged tonight. I don't know. Kind of frustrating. That foul when Dante literally pirouetted was wild. Are you talking about where he got pulled by? I don't know. Ant sucks, seriously. Right now, it just doesn't look good. This is like similar to the game where he came back after injury and it was like, you aren't good, bro. Like, what's going on? So, I don't know. It's not good. It looks like Love Fadina and Jack both said this, but sorry, there's kind of a lot going on in chat right now. Ant is like 1 of 18 from his last. It's bad. Doesn't look good. Doesn't seem comfortable. Yeah. All my friends don't like Dante. I really didn't hate Dante. I don't know. But guys, you guys know that I'm too lenient on Dante for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, does anybody have stats? This is gonna drive me crazy. I just want some dang stats. Like, where can we even get this? Is there like a different, maybe Basketball Reference? Do they have game stats? I've never thought of that. I don't think so. It's just gone. So weird. And if your jumper is off, start penetrating. Well, also when he was penetrating tonight, it was working. Also, like somebody was saying, you have to drive and get fouls on Jokic. You just have to. I know. I love Fadina. I'm sorry. I just can't. So, Crone, where are you getting this? Are you just looking on Twitter and seeing what they're saying? Because I guess that would probably work. Could look at Denver's stats. Maybe they have them there. They don't really have anything. This is so weird. I don't even know what to do. So we're just gonna have to do the tier list off of vibes, I guess. That's all we have. Let's see what you've been watching. I saw the first 3 go in, and then I was like, good enough for me. I just want DDB to play like JJ Redick and nothing else. Yeah, but see, the thing is, there are times when he drives and it works. But I don't know. Yeah, we're getting a little too crazy in the chat right now. I'm blaming it on whatever voodoo is happening on Twitter right now, where we have 700 people watching. Whatever that is, that's what's happening. I'm looking at a different website. That sounds mysterious. think there's an issue with Google. I was out for dinner on my way home. It looked like the game wasn't over. Yeah, it's just all messed up, KJ. I don't know. It's crazy. Your vibes will have Dante at nice. I don't know. I'm not putting him at nice, I don't think. I mean, this was a really bad game, and like we had some decent moments. I mean, maybe vibes do take me there, but just because I know that there will be outrage, I don't think I can bring myself to do that. I will say, shout out to Jalen Clark. I felt like we had some good defensive minutes from him today. I liked that. Rob with a crazy up and down game. Still not amazing, but he had some amazing plays. Or maybe it was just one. I felt like there was another one that I'm forgetting now. But yeah. If you Google Timberwolves game, it still says I know. It's all broken. I'm trying to wait for these. Okay, they're slowly updating things here on the Real app. Now it says Ants up to 24 points. But still, it doesn't even matter. You guys, I'm so serious. You guys need to stop fighting, and I will time people out. So stop. Yes, and we can be allowed to vent. That's okay, but just not at each other. Imagine if Clark would have closed instead of Mike, who did absolutely nothing. Dude, this was a bad Mike game. A very bad Mike game. It was very not fun. I was not having a good time watching that. Official stats will be updated soon. Okay. Let's see. Games. Yeah, it's still NBA is still so messed up. Crazy. I would say Nas was nice, but he got fouled out. I know, and it kind of died off. It was the first half. He was 100%, at least in my mind, at least cash. Second half, not as much. Probably more of a meh, honestly, in the second half. But the first half, it was like Nas is back, and it felt good. And regardless, maybe this can be some kind of a springboard for him to get some consistency because we need him scoring. But, we're just going to have to see. Bleacher Report has us down with 9 more minutes. We still have a chance. Daniel, so I think that Mike I think you can expect him to be a real NBA player once every 5 games. Maybe once every 10. Because we actually have had some decent games. Oh, yeah, the game is live happening right now. I see they're manually pushing through all the games. Well, at least we know a terrible Ant game is still 24 points. That is true. Keep that MVP case going because they're going to look at the points per game at the end of the season since that's all the voters care about. Nas was good offensively tonight, but his defense has gotten worse. I still think he was able to draw that offensive foul, perhaps a little bit of a flop. He did get hit. I mean, he did get hit in the chin, but I mean, if that happened against me, if it was the other way around, I'd be very mad. And it basically did because Valanciunas did the thing with Jaden where he just is like, ugh. That was annoying. So, you know what? It's even. I think it was even. I do think, though, that for the most part, it was a pretty evenly called game. But yeah, Nas, the thing is that we really do just need his offense. Of course, I'd love to have him be good defensively, but as long as we can have some good offense from him, we just need something consistently from him. But Nas needs FMLA. Yes, I'm serious. I think that was definitely more accurate in the beginning of the season. Right now, I mean, after tonight's game, I think he was like not that bad. So we're only 13 games in the season. No need to panic yet. Also, this is our first loss in 5 games. So I'm not panicking. We could bring this up again. Where is the banner here? Where is it? We know we are overreacting. We know we are overreacting. However, there's things that could be improved. But that's it. Also, just dunk it, Rudy. Multiple attempts tonight where he's just trying to play patty cake with the basketball. Driving me insane. Oh, man. Important ball being played at Target Center in November has us spoiled. I know. We are spoiled. We really are spoiled. We have to get our defense right. We do. I think there's been moments, but again, there's been moments in the last 4 games, but the last 4 games have been Jazz Kings. So it's like but still, even those moments, we still didn't play like the last game against the Kings. That wasn't really that great of a game, but Murray was vintage Murray tonight. Also, I don't know how many points he scored, but since the stats are all wonky, but they said this. I don't know if you guys were all watching the Timberwolves broadcast. 700 of you on Twitter might not have been, but he's never made an All-Star game. How is that possible? That makes zero sense to me. Weren't they like a number one seed for the entire season once? I'm so confused. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, would like to see the Prince jerseys again. Though. Oh yeah, I think they're happening a decent amount of times. I think it's like I, I don't know. It could be like 5 to 10 times. I think it's a decent amount. We're like basically not playing in our normal jerseys this season. There's like there was like 15 games where we're doing like the black tree jerseys or something, maybe even 20. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, KJ. We've kind of said this on some other streams too. It's like we have a lot of grace for the situation because it's not the same as other players where it's like, I might complain about like Ant having like a bad game or certain people starting the season not so well. We can be a little bit harsher on them, but like Nas had such a traumatic thing happen just weeks before the season. Um, it doesn't matter how physically ready you were or mentally ready you were. Everything goes out the window the minute something like that happens. So yeah. What are you sending me, Crone? Try this. I don't know. I think you sent a link and it probably hides it from me. I don't know. But I do see that certain stats are being updated in certain places. So hopefully, yeah, because NBA still says it's 80 to 78. I like that a lot better right now. But Rudy had some sort of mental breakdown tonight and played terrible. He needs to darkness retreat himself and fix this because we really need him to play well if we want to go anywhere. Yes, and I heard, was it Flagrant Howls? I just saw some random like TikTok or Instagram reel or something, and it was like some random anonymous source reached out to them, and apparently talked to Tim Connolly in the Skyway of downtown Minneapolis, and he asked if they were going to trade Rudy, and he very quickly said no. Again, I mean, I don't know if any of this is real. It's all from Flagrant Howls. But then the other one, the question was, are you going to trade for Ja? And he said maybe. So I don't know. Okay, you sent me a DM. Thank you. Hopefully this works. Wow. USA Today. How about that? It's fancy. Okay, these stats look more updated. Hopefully. Let's look at all player stats. Thank you, Crone. Crone with the also you didn't have to do a super chat, but I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's for everything. Let's see. Where did it go? There we go. Yeah, it's at least got some stats here. I think it's probably got enough for us to maybe start the tier list. Stats. Yeah, it gives me the leaders. That looks like it might be it. So for stats, it looks like Jokic had 27, 11, and probably 10, I imagine. It was like Jamal Murray had 12 assists tonight. That's crazy. Peyton Watson had 4 steals for them. Anthony Edwards has 4 steals for us. Ant also had 2 blocks tonight. Interesting. I feel like I don't remember Ant having that good of defense tonight, but maybe I'm crazy. I think this is getting closer too. I think all the stats are getting closer. Ant had 26, but he was 8 of 22, 10 of 12 from the line again. He is getting to the line again. Thank goodness. Again, I'm not a huge fan of all this flopping and whatever, but yeah, please no Ja. Well, I saw one that I'd be more a trade request or a trade like I don't know. Not it was like one of those like proposed trade ideas on Twitter. And it was one where I was like, we aren't giving up any of our main core. And I'm like, and we're giving up like a second pick. And I was like, that maybe is closer. And again, I don't really want to speculate around like Nas trades and stuff like that right now. I mean, I know we have already, but I don't want to do that a ton. But if you're able to do something like Nas, Dillingham, and I don't know, some other Dante or something like that, plus a second for Ja. I mean, I don't think Memphis does that, but if that's something they can get you Ja, I think that's a little bit more worth contemplating. But there's just I don't even know if that I'm sold to that. I don't think I'm in on Ja. I just don't think I am. He would have to change. He would just have to change so much, and I don't even know that he's like the point guard we need. I don't know. It as like an experiment, it would be fun, but I don't know that that's the team that I want to commit myself to going forward. Like it's a fun 2K trade, basically. Sam says I'm not sold on a trade for Ja. Won't help the team move forward. I know it's kind of it's a now move. I don't even know if it's a win now move. It's more of like it's just a weird. It's just weird. But what do you think? I mean, we're not giving up Jaden. We're not giving up Randall. We can't. I mean, that's the thing that's so tricky for Memphis is that like we can't give up anything for them. We can't give up anything for somebody that's been so like unprofessional in the league. Like that just can't happen. So a Ja trade makes no sense at all. I know. I mean, the only thing that it makes some sense because he's a point guard, and point guard. Obviously, we have Mike as our point guard right now, and Dillingham, who's too young. But it's just I don't know. Like, what is he? I mean, he's like a fun player, but I just don't know who. Then who? Yeah, there's just nobody. There's just nobody. Doesn't make any sense. Are we sure Ja isn't cooked? I kind of think he is cooked though. Ja in a future D'Lo, he could be. Except he can dunk. So I appreciate this, Crone. Yes, join the Discord, link in the bio if you haven't already. And if you haven't liked the stream already, make sure you like the stream. I don't know how many likes we're at. I got to refresh here. We're at 18. Remember, if we get to 50 likes, I know it's hard to like the stream when on a loss. I get it. But if you can like the stream, that would be appreciated. We need a good distributor, and I don't think Ja's the answer. Exactly. Well, I would like a good distributor that can also score. Sounds like D'Angelo Russell. No, I'm just kidding. Defense is the problem. Defense is the problem for sure. Right now, it definitely is the problem because our offense has been good. Again, it's hard to judge when you've only played the Kings and the Jazz, but our offense, even tonight, at times was really good. It was showing signs of last season when we were doing well, mainly the second quarter. But yeah, Snooty. Yes, exactly. It's a little. It's just scary. Introducing that to a team that doesn't really have like a ton of I mean, our worst off the court issue is really it's probably Ant or Rudy. Rudy had all this weird stuff with his relationship and stuff like that, which nobody probably even knows about. But I follow all of the players and their wives and stuff like that to see all the news and like stuff that can happen. That was weird. And then Ant, obviously, with he loves kids. So I wanted Lonzo Ball, and I thought it made so much sense for us to try to figure out a way to get him. But I don't mean aren't the Bulls like good? I haven't checked in on them recently. Oh, they're 6-5 now. They were good. They've lost they've lost 4 in a row. Okay. If he's available, then yes. Yes. So if it ain't Alonzo type, it's nobody. Alonzo type is probably right. I don't know. It's so tricky because there's like things that I don't, it's just weird. It's just weird. And is the Mr. Rogers of the oh, he's on the Cavs. Why am I saying the Bulls? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Some East team. That's all that matters. Guys, the 800 people watching on Twitter have me frazzled today. I've already said multiple things wrong. And also I have been thinking a lot about the Bulls recently because they started pretty well. You know who else I want from the Cavs? LeBron. No, I'm just kidding. I do want Garland, but is he still injured? I haven't watched a single Cleveland Cavs game this year. Yeah, he's still injured for his great toe. The Sacramento Bulls, exactly. Thank you. But Kyrie's not going to be back this year. I know they're blowing it up so that it makes sense, but he's not going to be back until maybe the playoffs, which I guess. But I'd be down for Kyrie, but that's a next year thing. I don't know. What's this? Rudy airing out his relationship on social media? Well, no, I don't think he aired anything out. It was a lot of other people airing things out. It was uncomfortable. All I know is that I don't think he's with his person anymore. So we'll see. Anyways, let's get to the tier list. We don't so the link that Crone gave me does have some amount of stats, but it does not have like a box score unless I'm missing something. Also, this website is being so slow, probably because everybody's trying to read it. Yeah, there's no box score on here. That's just not possible that Ant had 26. I feel like he had 10. He definitely had 10 points. And they were all from the free throw line. That's nuts. Anyways, I think some things are happening because I just got paid out for betting on the Nuggets. Because there was a moment where I was like, I want to make sure that if we lose this game, I feel happy in some way. So I won $26. Wow. Everybody clap. Anyways, tier list. Again, this is just broken. I don't think there's something. Oh, nope. That's not the right box score either. Dang it. Does anybody else have it? I mean, maybe I'm just using the link that you sent me, Crone, wrong. But, oh, box score? Wait, let me click on this one. Maybe is it this one? Because we need a box score, I feel like, to accurately judge. Because otherwise I'm just doing vibes and Dante's going to be way too high and you guys are going to hate me. Yeah, there's still, it's crazy. How is this so broken? How can the stats be so broken and so delayed? That's not, the real app seems to be closer. Honestly, the real app might even be correct. I don't know. Although it says Rudy played 18 minutes. Ask Siri, stats are updated. Also, why did everybody come in here? It's got to just be Denver fans. Why did everybody come in here asking if Jokic got a triple double? Was there some like quote or something? I can ask Siri. Let's see. What was? Oh wait, no. I should do. Let's do. How many points? How many points did Rob Dillingham have tonight? The Dark Ages have returned. No, it wants me to search ChatGPT. I don't want to do that. This is so dumb. We're just doing it fully off vibes. He led us in rebounds, steals, points, and blocks. Just ask for the box score? Okay. Timberwolves, Nuggets, box score. Do we actually? No, it didn't. I don't know. It's broken. It's broken for me. That's okay. We're doing vibes. Ant did fine, even though it looked bad. I think though I'm kind of basing it off of the vibes for him. I don't think he really did. I mean, he was okay. He's always okay. And like somebody said, I like that a bad game for him is now 26 points or whatever. But I know. It's kind of a joke. I don't think he was that. I don't think he was ass. But I don't think he was good. I did like that 1-3 he hit, which is apparently all I remember. And he got that semi dunk at the end. Box scores are in the link. Also, look at the screenshot. Okay, that is perfect if you have a screenshot. Oops, I clicked on the wrong link anyways. Okay, so let's see. Also, I keep forgetting to do the over-under. It's going to drive me crazy. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Crone. You just saved me. I appreciate it. Holy cow. Oops, and then it's loaded on the wrong screen. Is this the problem? No. Okay, sorry. I know it's really bright. Okay. Let's go back to Discord here. We're doing this crazy. All right, first off. All right, now I got everything settled. We're good. Thank you. Again, you don't have to be doing this. You don't have to be sending super chats to just tell me. Our whole team had to be really bad for a bad Ant game to have him leading in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks. That is crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to say that Ant was like a Wancho, but I don't know. I just think that this was like not the effort that we want to have from Ant. And I just think he looked lethargic out there at times, but I could just be crazy. But okay. Whoops, I accidentally zoomed in. All right. First off, let's do Rob. Rob had 3 points in 6 minutes. He was 1 of 2. He hit a 3. He hit that 3, which is crazy. Missed a layup, rushed it too much. Kind of an embarrassing miss layup. But then he had the crazy steal. I think the 3 is the other play that I was talking about earlier. I mean, not that's incredible, but for him this season, it's kind of incredible. So I'll take it. I think it's still meh, though. Probably still meh. I don't know if I can go to nice just because of that one play. I think I think I'm personally between meh and nice, closer to meh. And since we lost, we go down. I'm just gonna do meh. I think it's a meh. Easiest way to get your attention. Yeah, sure. Maybe Cam's new house is haunted. I don't know why we're saying that, but it could be. Denver missed a couple layups. I mean, that's true. I think it's still meh, though. People way too crazy on Rob. I do agree with that. But I think if we're basing it just on this game, it was fine. And I think meh, again, is not bad. It's just there's not enough to really talk about. If we're only grading him on the play where he saved it from going out of bounds, he's like a horse-sized duck. But if we're basing it off the whole game is all 7 minutes that he played, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's in between nice and meh because with the little amount of time he had, it wasn't that bad. But meh is not bad. So I'm gonna keep it at meh. But yeah. Okay, next up. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys my screen. What the heck? We're so chalked this game. Okay, let's do this. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Rob is meh. Here we go. Next up. Get your grades in for Dante. You guys all love Dante tonight, right? Dante DiVincenzo, our starting point guard, played 34 minutes. He had 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting, 1 of 6 from 3, had 5 rebounds, only 1 assist, only 1 turnover too. Again, I think there's a little bit of overhating of Rob, but also of Dante. But I also think there's over accepting on my side for Dante. 4 of 11 is honestly, I feel like that's like his signature stat line. I feel like 4 of 11, 4 of 14 has been, I mean, that's a big difference, but like, I feel like I'm always seeing 4 for something up in double digits. It's probably a meh. I know I'm going to look over at chat and it's going to say Wancho, and I don't want to hear Wancho because I don't think it was that bad. Meh for Dante. I'll take it. Dante meh. Dante was asked if you watched the game. I'm watching the game. Just because I don't know where Lonzo Ball plays doesn't mean I'm not watching the game. Dante is playing. He is playing out of position, but it's also, I mean, we're trying to like create space. Like somebody was talking about earlier, we need more spacing. Dante is going to give us way more space than Mike. And especially tonight, Mike was just like not it. Mike's shot tonight looked so like he was just so not ready to play. It is a back-to-back though, and he is like 68 years old. So we have to give him that. But he's playing out of position when he's playing shooting guard is definitely is he playing shooting guard? He is technically our point guard. And he is, I mean, he's kind of like he's not really a point guard. He's really not. He's like, I don't even know if I want to call him. He's not really even like he guess he's a combo guard technically, but I don't know. I don't like it. Either way, I think it's a meh, and that's all that matters. I'm glad we're on the same page. I think I'm just more optimistic about his meh. You guys are more pessimistic. Well, not you guys. Some of you guys are too pessimistic, but either way, he's a meh. I can't, other than that first 3 and that dunk at the end where he got fouled, there's really nothing there. So let's just say Dante was trash. I've seen enough. That's fair. Next up, let's do Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark played 11 minutes, 3 points, hit that 3, had 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Didn't have any defensive numbers, no like steals or blocks. However, I think his defense was felt tonight. And like Gerald said, I would have much rather have him out there in the fourth quarter than Mike. Mike just didn't look right tonight. Um, and it felt like that defense maybe, and he was bothering people. He was bothering everybody he was on. He's just, I don't know. I think he's earned more minutes than he was given tonight, which is crazy because I thought when he was out there, it looked pretty good. So, you also, yes, exactly, Eric. You could have tried to put Bones out there. I mean, Bones, I don't know. It could have been, that's right. This is a revenge game. So, we'll see. Jalen always nice and hit a three. Clark meh. What's up with Bones DNPs? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, he did fall off a little bit from where he was, so it wasn't like he was still, because the first couple games he was looking really, well, not really good, but like for our situation, he was looking acceptable, like pretty acceptable. Now it's like, I do think that, I mean, I'm not going to bring up Dante anymore, but I feel like it hasn't been so bad with Dante out there versus him, but it is weird that he's getting literally no time now. But anyways, I think Clark, I'm willing to go up to nice. I know you guys kind of said meh. You said Clark meh. Jack, you said nice. Yeah, and it felt like, I don't know, it felt like late in the game that might have been, the reliance of Mike, and I wish I had all the stats officially here in front of me so that I could see like what Mike's fourth quarter was, because let me see, does it have any stats for the fourth quarter? So I don't know if the real app is updated, but it claims that he played 12 minutes. Mike played 12 minutes in the fourth quarter and was a -10. We lost the game by 11 points. -10 in the fourth quarter only. If that's accurate, that's crazy. And what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But I don't know that's accurate. I know he did play a decent amount in the fourth, or at least I saw him out there. But Zane, welcome. We have 800 people watching on Twitter. I don't believe it though, because they've stopped commenting. So thank you, baby Jeebus, for dispensaries. I would say I'm gonna give Clark a nice. I don't know. I felt like he was nice out there tonight. I think he was nice. I think he was valid. I wanted to see more of him out there, and we didn't. I wish we could have seen some in the fourth. Did he come in at all in the fourth? Yeah, no, okay. Real is definitely wrong because it claims that he played. It's claiming that he was also in the fourth for 12 minutes. I don't know. I need to stop looking at real. It's not right. I'm just gonna look at Crone's sheet, but the Crone sheet is the standard box score, so I don't know. Because yeah, he only played 11 minutes. He didn't play 12 of his 11 in the fourth. Either way, I think it was nice. Next up, let's do Mike. It's old. Maybe where it is. I don't have anything else to say. It was a bad night for Mike. He played 24 minutes, 5 points. He was 2 of 5, 1 rebound, no assists, no steals, no blocks. Just not good. I mean, it's old. I just don't know if it's below Wancho. I don't know if it was that bad. It was just like, why are we having you out here right now? I don't know. Just a really bad night for Mike. Unk was old tonight. Old, move on. Exactly, King Jack. I don't have anything else to say. The shot looked off. The defense was slow. He had like one scrappy defensive possession, but like, I don't know. Just not good. Not good at all. Anyways, next up. Let's do, who are we gonna do next? Naz Reid. Get your grades in for Naz Reid. Like I said, new Naz Reid t-shirt. It's a very basic one, so it's cheap. It's only $18. But on the shop, which you'll see here in the comments here every once in a while, in that shop, there are some Naz Reid shirts. Feel free to grab one, only $18. But get your grades in for Naz Reid. 30 minutes, had 19 points. He was 7 of 11. He was always open. 4 of 7 from 3. Had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, only 1 turnover, a steal, but did have 6 fouls. I mean, his defense is bad. I will say I wasn't watching it honestly as much as I normally do. Like I've been telling you guys watch Naz out there on defense. It's bad. I think it's pretty. This was just nice to have Naz kind of back. Naz the old version of Nas offensively, where it was like, okay, we can rely on some threes, we can rely on some drives. Um, that just felt good. I think he just feels good against Denver, but hopefully he can use this going forward because we need some more of this. Nas was nice. I agree. There was a case in the first half to make him cash or horse-sized duck, or depending on what, we could have done even more. So, meh. Even though he played better, he needs to step on D. Yeah, compared to his recent games, I think so. Eric, I think this is where I am because again, I know I didn't say the rules at the beginning, but we base it only on tonight and our expectations coming into the night. And Nas has not been good offensively or defensively. So him being nice on offense is an improvement. So I think he is a nice. Now my computer's doing something where it's trying to do like the NVIDIA overlay. What is going on? This night is cursed. Charlie Barley said it earlier. Something's cursed in my apartment right now. I have no idea what's going on. If we won Nas's cash, I know. I think that's where I am. He also, I think if he plays better in the second half, we also probably win. So I don't know. Not that he was really bad, but like so much of his like presence in the game was felt in that first half. So anyways, there's Nas. Good to have Nas back, and hopefully he is back. Again, crazy offseason stuff. So of course, tough to get into the rhythm of the season. And as somebody said, we're only 13 games in, very early still, but good to see this right now. Good to see this. All right, fan favorite, Rudy Gobert. Get your grades in for Rudy. Rudy, where is he? Oops, I just clicked away from it. 23 minutes, had 4 points, 6 rebounds. Is this real? Is this real? Oh my gosh, I think it is. He was 4 and 6 with 3 turnovers, almost more turnovers than points, almost more turnovers than rebounds. Did have 2 blocks. It doesn't tell me how many fouls he had. Sorry, again, we're in weird situation tonight with all the with the box scores. Real says he had four personal fouls. I don't know if I believe it, but that is believable. Actually, he definitely had a decent amount. I remember he did. I think he did have 4, at least 4. But anyways, like I said, this is just not the matchup for him. But at the same time, how we're saying that kind of a lot recently. I'm saying that a lot recently. But as always, I mean, the numbers, I don't know if the numbers pan out for him tonight. But, on the season with Rudy in the lineup, we just do play better defense significantly. So, but it's tricky against a player like Jokic. That's why I think this matchup is bad for him because also, okay, I have to say this again. I've said this multiple times and I don't understand why Rudy does this, but he gets switched out on people at the 3-point line. This happened with Luka in the playoffs, that one very infamous moment. And it's happened many times in his career, especially with the Wolves, where he is trying to guard the 3-point shooter who is kind of sizing him up. And he is playing way too aggressively, trying to drop himself back to allow them to drive, or because he thinks they're going to drive and he wants to play the best defense possible he can as they're driving. Instead of just pressing up. I understand that there's nobody behind him that's 7'3" that can block the shot. I get it. We don't have another 7-foot big. I mean, we do, but we're not playing them at the same time. That's like kind of crazy. But I think he was against Gordon at one point tonight. I just don't understand why he is so much caring about the long twos or driving when we have people behind him that can at least try something. I'd rather him taking a wide open 2 than a wide open 3. So why don't you just press up because you're 7'3", he can't shoot a 3 over you. Make him drive around you. Stop wiggling around. I don't know. It drives me crazy. Maybe there's some reasoning that I'm just unaware of, I mean, I am not trying to pretend like I am any basketball genius here, but that drives me crazy. 5 fouls, if you remember correctly. It was at least 4. That's all I know. Yeah, King check, at least 4. Oh, that's right. They did rescind one or something. That's when the stuff started happening. Rudy, old or Matt? I think it's old. honestly, Eric, I think it's old. To be fair, when it comes to Jokic, he drained it in your face shots against AD. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is that it's not so much that I care. Like, I know that I'm just going to put it on Lakers fans only. I know that the Lakers fans believe that if you're a defensive player of the year, that means that your one-on-one defense is the best in the league. Um, there are more elements to defense than that, which of course they do not know. But, um, but yeah, this is just a tricky one. And Jokic is just like the best player. He's just literally the best player. So I'm gonna say old, and it's about the same as Mike. I think both of them played equally pretty gross tonight. I'm honestly no, I think Rudy was maybe better than Mike. I don't know. I really didn't like Mike tonight. I will give Mike a little credit because it was a back to back, and like I said, he's like 71 years old, but still. Okay. Next up, let's do. Oh, we already did Dante. I'm going out of order here. Let's do Julius. I don't know. No, let's do McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels, 15 points. He was 7 of 16. The numbers say it was aggressive. He was somewhat aggressive tonight. I think there were moments where I was kind of craving more, but 7 of 16, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks and a steal. Only 1 turnover tonight. That's good. I don't know where to put Jaden tonight. Because again, so Jaden had the lob to Rudy, which actually made me audibly gasp. I was like, whoa. Because 1, Jaden lobbing it to somebody is incredible. 2, Rudy catching a lob and finishing with a dunk is incredible. And rare for us. So that was nice. There were some drives later in the game that I liked, and there's still moments where he's good, but yeah. So Jaden nice, one hell of an alley-oop, exactly. Jaden was low nice. I know. See, I'm like, I don't think it was meh. I can't go meh. So I think it is. I think it is a low nice. Again, we could make the argument that the tier list should have like 20 tiers, but I still like Jaden tonight. I still was really a fan of Jaden tonight. Nice. Hey, Dayon, I haven't seen your name in a while. Welcome back. Okay. Next up, let's do Julius now. Julius Randle. He had 26 points. He was 9 of 17, 1 of 5 from 3, but 7 of 7 from the line. All right, my dog is sneaking over here. 6 rebounds, 7 assists. So he was 26, 7, and 6. Like I said last time, he's just consistently having these amazing, the statistical games, and he's playing well. And I think it's going unnoticed. Somebody in the comments of the last video was like, what did they say? I have to pull it up now. It kind of made me mad. I can't lie. I was like, this is crazy. The one game that I'm like, it's a quiet 26 points or whatever. They were like, I think you hate him. Yeah, they were like, maybe you just don't like Julius. Brother, we made a horse-sized duck shirt. We made merchandise and paid for a logo based on him. I like Julius. Just the last game was like a quiet 26 or however many he had. This was less quiet. I thought it's still like, it's just crazy. And I think it's because we are accepting this as the norm now. I mean, he's just getting 26 points a game. It's crazy. And exactly, we are totally screwed without Julius. If we don't have Julius, it's a problem. Like, I know everybody's attributing any success that the Timberwolves have to Ant, but Julius is a massive part of that. Jaden is a massive part of that. And even Dante, no, I was kidding. But Rudy at times, defensively. So I was kidding about Dante. But Julius is cash, not going to lie. I don't know if we can go cash tonight. I just don't think anybody had that good of a game. Julius was nice tonight. He was really nice. But I think it was nice. Been around, just haven't been on YouTube, lady. Thanks for the shout. Yeah, that's okay. And that's what I always tell people, when I'm watching streams, I don't really make that many comments. It definitely helps me when people make comments, but I'm not trying to make people like, I watch stuff on my TV, so I'm not typing with my remote like that. But sometimes I like to. But it's okay. You guys can lurk in the shadows. I like the lurkers because I can see that you're here. I mean, I don't see your names, but I can see that you're here. So, yeah, I don't think anybody had cash tonight. If we won, multiple players, like Nas could have been considered for that. Julius could have been considered for that. But I just don't think so. But however, I do think he was probably near the top of nice. You could maybe make an argument that he's behind Nas, but just because again, this isn't like everybody's on the same scale here. We're basing it off our expectations. We had low expectations for Nas coming in, and this is pretty much what we expected from Julius coming in. So that's why you can make an argument, but I still think he's probably above. So yeah, great game for Julius. He has actually some really good plays tonight too. He was playing some bully ball. He got to the line a bunch of times. He was drawing some of those fouls that I'm talking about on. I don't want to say Joker all the time because I feel like that's a cop out answer. Jokic. But yeah, he was good. He was really good tonight. No complaints, really. How many turnovers did he have? Did he even have turnovers? He had 2 turnovers. Okay. But no, I thought he had a good game. Last but not least, well, maybe not least. But anyways, Anthony Edwards. I'm all out of sorts here. Okay. Anthony Edwards, get your grades in for Ant. He played 38 minutes. He had 26 points. He was 0 of 8 from 3. He was 8 of 22 from the field, 10 of 12 from the line, 6 rebounds. No, yeah, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. That's crazy. Why is he leading in rebounds? Why is he leading? Well, he wasn't leading in assists tonight. Okay. He was close, though. He was close. Yeah, I mean, I get that he's a scorer and he can get his points. And, he got some late as well. I'm not trying to say it was all late points, but this just wasn't, wasn't the best game from him. I thought he looked lethargic at times. I thought there was times where he was causing bad plays to happen on offense, whether it was his own turnovers or putting people in bad situations, and then just kind of lackadaisically running back. This looked like a typical, like in previous seasons where Ant has been injured, but is like, I'm playing through it. This is kind of what it looked like. But given he's more polished now, so he has the ability to get those 26 points. And part of that is getting to the line now, which I do like this development of statistically getting to the line. And tonight, I don't think he was as bad with I don't think he was flopping last game, but he was baiting them last time. This felt more like real basketball. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know where to put Ant tonight. Ant old, Ant meh. Ant was maybe cash if we won. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think he was. There were some moments where he did, like he had a couple nice drives and some and ones too, where he was kind of, it seemed like the moments where he was like, I'm going to put the team on my back. But I don't know. I felt like there was a lack of juice. I felt like there was times where he was trying to get himself going and he just couldn't. But based on expectations, meh. I know. I think that's where it is. We care about you, bud. He was broke in the first half, though. He was really broken in the first half. The first half especially was really bad. The second half was more acceptable. I wish I could have the quarter by quarter stats, but we'll see. There's the link for merch, by the way. Check it out. If I'm grading Ant on a scale, he was a meh. Yeah, it's a meh. It's a meh, but we can put him at the top of meh. I mean, 26 points is still 26 points. 10 free throws is still 10 free throws. So I'll take it. And it's a back-to-back. That is also true. But the Prince jerseys were supposed to do something. See, I got the purple in the background now. It was supposed to be for a win. But, well, there's the tier list. I won't say I didn't enjoy the fourth quarter, but everything else in this game was kind of fun to watch. I really did enjoy most of this game. Yeah, I think it was good. Well, there's your tier list. Let's see, how many likes did we get to? 26. 26. Well, you never know. Might just drop something on the Discord here eventually. So make sure you're in that Discord. But Timberwolves lose 123. They fall to 8-5. That is okay. 8-5 is fine. And again, we have I don't want to say it's an easy schedule, but it does kind of soften up again. Monday night, actually two games now in a row we play. 3 if you count tonight at home. Monday night, 7 p.m. is the Mavericks. Wednesday night, Target Center, 7 p.m. the Wizards. And then we go to the Suns on next Friday. So next week's kind of like your typical basketball. I always think of basketball weeks as Monday, Wednesday, Friday for some reason. I don't really like Saturday games. I don't like weekend games at all. Honestly, I don't know why I don't. It's weird. I like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It should just be Monday, Wednesday, Friday all the time. And then have like some special games, like feature games on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Anyways, but we play the Suns and then we play the Kings again. We love playing the Kings. So, but then it's OKC and then we have some tougher games. We will play Wembanyama coming up in a couple weeks. The Thunder, as I just mentioned, Josh Minot's return to Target Center on a Saturday at 4 p.m. Ugh, gross. But yeah, and that Friday game is another cup game, but it's in Phoenix. Timberwolves have a 54 point differential, and they're 2-0 in their group. That's looking good. I mean, it's looking like we're gonna make the cup or something. And if we win that game, I think we basically do. So, anyways, awesome. Mavs and Wizards, we should win easily, not gonna lie, and that's why you should go on Kalshi and bet against the Timberwolves aggressively. This is not betting advice, but something I may do. And by aggressively, I mean I'm slapping $5 on that thing. But no, I think that's it for today. And all 900 people watching on Twitter, it's not. There are not 900. If there are 900 people watching on Twitter, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And if you haven't, even if you're here, please subscribe. Like the stream while you're at it. I don't know if we got to 50 likes for a giveaway. We did not. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. Game on Monday, I think I'm available. I don't know why I wouldn't be available. I feel like I was doing something Monday. Oh, I am doing something Monday, but what time is Monday's game? I think I'll be available for Monday's game. Because I want to watch that game. I want to see the Mavs and how bad they are. Because it seems like a sight to behold. I think I'll be able to watch that game, but it might be a little funky because I have to bring my car in to the shop. But anyways, that's it. I don't bet, but these games are pretty predictable. So go ahead. I'm definitely going to bet for the Mavs and the Wizards. And then maybe my reverse jinx can make the Timberwolves win. Anyways, that's it for me tonight. Going to play some Call of Duty and some other nerd game. But 52 wins is still possible. Intro as the outro. Keep an eye out for that merch store and keep an eye out on the Discord. I am going to be dropping some codes for discounts and things like that. So please keep an eye out there. And we'll be dropping more merchandise too. I'm hoping to get some more done either tonight or tomorrow or one of these days here. Now that I am kind of done moving, we've just got some boxes left, but feeling good. So appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, intro is the outro. HSD in the chat. 52 wins is still possible. Intro as the outro. We will see you guys Monday night. Go Wolves.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the world championship.
Edwards. Oh, Edwards! They are advancing to